Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your August reading. Let's have a look at what's going on for you, what's coming for you, what you're dealing with, what are your challenges. So what does Cancer need to know for the month of August? Well, what is going on here, Cancer? At the bottom you've got Ace of Wands, the Star, Hanged Man. So Cancer, give me a minute. Just like an overall message that's coming through very, very strongly, there is something here that you're having a hard time letting go of, okay? Moving on from something. Now, this thing is actually causing you a lot of pain, and I do feel like there is something here, something new that needs to come through for you, okay? There is something showing up here that has a lot to do with your success, but there is some unresolved issues here showing up for you very strongly, Cancer. I don't know if this is related to a relationship or, some other circumstance in your life, but whatever this is, there is a lot of attachment to this particular situation. You're having a really hard time moving on from something because there's definitely some unresolved issues here, probably from the past. And I do feel like, with this Page of Swords in reverse, there's a tendency here for you to brush it off, okay, so to speak, to I wouldn't say fool yourself, but it's almost like, again, there's this sense of you brushing off something, okay? And there's something important here that you need to either discuss with someone or you need to just have that conversation with yourself. There is some kind of unresolved issue here that's showing up that it's almost like you're trying to find a way out of it without actually dealing with what needs to be said, what needs to be done. Okay, because you've got a lot of swords here, especially in this particular corner here where there's a lot of mental activity here, but it's like for you to cover up something, and I feel like you're trying to cover up that you're heartbroken or somebody broke your heart, or you're just carrying this pain around with you because it's just unresolved. I feel like there is something here that needs to be said. There's something here that needs to be put to rest, that needs to be laid to rest, so to speak. You've got 3 sevens here, Cancer. Okay, 777, that might be significant to you. You also have 2 nines, although one of them is in reversed. You've got 2 threes. There's a lot of repeating numbers here. So when I see that in a reading, these numbers are significant here. Now, sevens talk about there's like a stage where you're needing to reevaluate things, and to build upon the experiences you've had up until that 7, okay? But what you're building on here is, the 6 of Swords, it's unresolved, Okay, the Three of Swords is unresolved. These threes are unresolved. So, you know, you're building upon avoiding something. Okay, but also the sevens could indicate some form of perseverance here. You do have the Seven of Wands. There's a lot of perseverance here on your part. It could be some sort of a dream of yours. Okay, with this Three of Wands, you're waiting for something to be manifested. You're very attached to this particular outcome with this Nine of Cups here. You know, this Nine of Cups is someone that is very attached to a specific outcome, like needing to attain something specific. But also the Nine of Cups in reverse also talks about someone that is codependent, that is dependent on a particular situation. So I will clarify all of this. I'll be using the frequency deck in a minute. So what I'm getting very strongly for you, Cancer, yeah, definitely unresolved issues here that you're trying to brush off under the carpet, like quite literally. It's like, no, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to look at that. You know, with the Seven of Swords being here, this is you sabotaging yourself in some way, okay? Because you are refusing to deal with something quite painful here. So, now, for some of you, you could literally be caught up in some sort of a dream here, okay? The Nine of Cups and the Seven of Cups here. It's like you're caught up in some sort of a fantasy here, but it's not real, okay? Well, there's some element of this particular dream of yours or this particular wish of yours that is either unrealistic or unattainable from where you're standing right now at this point, or there is some elements of it that needs to be addressed. There is a need for honesty here on your part, to be honest with yourself about what you're doing, what it is that you need to, you wanting to achieve and why that could be the case. Okay. Tell me about this Three of Swords. Oh, okay. Knight of Pentacles and Judgment. So this is a challenge for you. I feel like the reason why you're so heartbroken and whatever it is you're trying to achieve here isn't coming to fruition is because you're lacking a practical plan, okay, with the Knight of Pentacles. You're either procrastinating a whole lot when it comes to dealing with the practical details of whatever you're trying to achieve here. If this is a relationship, whomever you are dealing with, they weren't taking any action towards you. You know, this person might have come back around, let's say, and they broke your heart again. It's like a repeating cycle here because Judgment is here. There's some kind of a second chance here that was given, or you are given a second chance. But the problem is you keep sabotaging yourself, or someone else is sabotaging you. But I feel like this is more you, Cancer. I don't see a specific person here in your life. I don't even know if this is about a relationship. It could be for some of you. You know, if it's a relationship, I feel like you're quite codependent on this person. You may have this codependency type of relating to other people where you cling to someone that's obviously no good for you because you're having a hard time dealing with that abandonment, or you know, you might try to please people a lot of the times, you know, to your own detriment, or you know, create some sort of fantasy around the relationship while this person is not, you know, loving and caring towards you, okay, because obviously you're hurting here. But whatever this is, I feel like, you know, it could be that for some of you, you missed a second chance here, okay? Or you're not paying attention where some second chance is being given to you, but it's almost like you're blind to it. You know, not blind, but there is something here that you're not addressing. For some of you, it could be that you are impatient. Okay, you may be impatient with something, like, you know, trying to rush a situation where it needs to kind of cook on its own time, let's say, and you keep sabotaging yourself because you're rushing through it. You may need to go back and deal with certain details, especially with this Page of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're missing some bits of it or something like that. You know, you might be making assumption here about something or someone that's causing you a lot of pain. There's a lack of understanding of the practical details of a situation, or you lack patience to move forward with something. You know, the Nine of Cups in reverse, this is someone that can be entitled. Okay, there's a sense of feeling entitled to something. I'm not saying that like in a bad way. Sometimes we feel like we need something really badly. Okay, that's the Nine of Cups in reverse. The desperate need. Okay, and it's an emotional need of some sort. And, you know, we may feel entitled to getting what we want, getting what we need. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's not the best approach when you're trying to build something solid. It's just an emotional void here of some sort that you're trying to fill, Cancer. There's a sense of, entitlement and disconnection, not disconnection, it's like desperation almost. There's a sense of desperation for something to happen with this Nine of Cups. Now, what you need to leave behind with the Three of Wands, I feel like you need to leave behind the idea of waiting or, tell me more about this Three of Wands. Page of Cups. I feel like you're waiting here possibly for someone to reach out to you, okay, if this is a specific person. But if it's not, you're hoping for something here. You're hoping for your ships to come in, and that's an energy you may need to let go of, because this Ten of Wands being here, it's almost like it's creating a lot of burden for you, a lot of heaviness, okay? Having to sit around and wait maybe for someone else to do something, okay? For some of you, you're waiting on a specific person to apologize, to reach out to you, to, say something. There's an idea here almost, or, like a dream or a wish of yours you're trying to make come true, and that might be something you need to let go of. This waiting game for this thing to manifest, because it's coming from a place of desperation. It's coming from a place of emotional disconnection almost. Now, the Seven of Wands is what's working for you this month is, again, your perseverance here and standing your ground when it comes to a situation. I do feel like you need to fight for something here, and because the Nine of Pentacles is here with it, I feel like what you need to fight for is your own well-being this month, Cancer. I believe there was another sign that had a similar message where they kind of needed to drop everything and focus their attention on themselves. The Seven of Wands is also somebody that fights for a cause, or you're fighting for your ideas, you're fighting for your success, trying to ward off competition, putting your your boundaries up. For some of you, you might need to do that this month if you're dealing with someone that is crossing your boundaries or harming you in some way. So like I said, like what's coming towards you, I feel like there is something here that needs to be addressed, something that needs to be discussed. The Page of Swords in reverse is also talks about gossip or just words being thrown around without being true or without having any meaning. So, you know, if this isn't you, it could be someone that you have around you that is kind of talking out of their ass, pardon my French, or they're just trying to cause some sort of um, just disharmony, disagreement, or something like that. Could be for some of you, you have some opportunities showing up here with the Seven of Cups. But again, it's like you're having a hard time putting it into practical steps to make it happen here. And, you know, for some of you, there is some sort of completion here that needs to happen with that Ten of Wands, something quite heavy you've been carrying around that you may need to let go of. Now, your outcome is the Nine of Pentacles, which to me says that you're actually going to get through this mess, whatever this is for you. You know, you might need to actually stand your ground there in regards to a situation that will actually have you come out in one piece and sitting pretty, you know, that Nine of Pentacles. This is also your financial independence. For some of you, this is your focus this month. You just want to be stable and secure and not worry about money and, you know, not deal with messy situations. So let me get some further information here. So let's see what else for Cancer. Now, for some of you, something came to me as I was looking at this. For some of you who want to travel, that could be some kind of delays when it comes to traveling because of paperwork issues. Or again, if you're wanting to move forward with something, there is some sort of blockage here. Okay, the Six of Swords. You're unable to move on from something, or you're just not wanting to move forward with something. And this Page of Swords in reverse again. Just be mindful of gossip and to pay attention to the information that comes to you, because it's unreliable, or there's just lies by omission, or some sort of misunderstanding. Something to watch out for this month. So let's see. You've got immunity, potential in reversed, perceive in reversed, uplift in reversed, empowerment in reversed. It's a lot of reversals here. I'm not holding it upside down, no. So with this immunity card, this is your only upright frequency here. So this is talking about you actually being stronger than you think you are. Okay, so if you're having a hard time moving on from a situation and, you know, being able to deal with the pain that comes from it, just this is reassuring you that you can actually do it. You know, you're stronger than you feel. You're stronger than you think or you feel. Immunity also talks about being protected from other people's negative energy. So if you're a subject of gossip or people are being malicious towards you, just know that will not affect you, will not be a problem for you to deal with. But there's a strong message here for you that you are actually stronger than you think you are. Okay, so you need to take care of whatever businesses you need to take care of here. Just make sure that you know that you can deal with it. Okay. So let me see, what's this potential in reversed? Okay, so there is an issue here with you getting success because you're actually being you're not being sincere with what it is that you desire. Okay, and because the Seven of Swords is here, I feel like this is where your hang up is. I feel like you're trying to get in your own way when it comes to actually succeeding with something, and this is causing a lot of pain here because you're not sure of what you really want, or you're lying to yourself about what you really want. Okay, so you might be choosing a path that is kind of like a roundabout way of getting where you need to be, and for you, it would be wise to go directly for what it is that you truly want instead of just going around it, or pretending or lying to yourself or lying to other people about what you want. Okay, because that's your inhibition here this month, of being honest with yourself. Because you're not being honest with yourself, you're not receiving what you really want, you're not succeeding in what you really want. So I feel like that's a challenge for you this month, to be more honest with yourself about what you want out of life in general. So let me see what is perceived. So it does say that you are not open here to what it is that you need to know. So again, that comes that idea of everything kind of being in a fog when it comes to what you want or what you think you want. Okay, so you might be seeking answers here in regards to your situation, what it is that's happening to you, but you either may be ignoring the facts here, or there's some root cause here of your situation that you're not addressing, again, as I was saying at the beginning. And with this uplift and reverse, I do feel like you're having a hard time enjoying yourself at this point. Okay, there's a lot of negativity here that comes up with this card. You're having a hard time uplifting yourself, quite literally. And you also have empowerment in reverse, which is disempowerment. So for some of you, you might be feeling disempowered in a way that the way you're acting out in the world is, you might be throwing your weight around, and you might be kind of misaddressing some of the issues. You might be stumping your foot into a direction that, out of frustration, more than just defending yourself, is the way I'm picking this up on. Now you're fiercely protecting your independence and what's yours, but it comes from a place of disempowerment. It almost comes from a place of, if I'm not strong and if I'm not kind of aggressive with things, I'm going to be perceived as weak, or it's going to be taken away from me, kind of thing. So you might need to apply your strength in the right place, or apply discernment as to where you need to fight and what are you fighting for. if you're fighting for the right things. And it does seem like you are, but maybe the way you're doing it, it comes across as a little bit aggressive or vicious even. Okay, so there's that. So Cancer, that was your reading. Very interesting month, but it all ends well for you. You just have to make some adjustments here, and to empower yourself in the right way, and to realize that you do have more power and more strength than you think you do. Okay, you may feel like you're being attacked maybe by other people, but just know that that's not going to affect you in a great way. And be honest with yourself about what you want. Don't brush things under the carpet, because I feel like that's a tendency you might be having this month. And yeah, make sure you spend some time trying to uplift yourself a bit, to have maybe some hope here that things are going to turn out okay in the end. So thank you for watching, Cancer. Until next time, take care. Bye.